thing is that true AI now, a fake AI kind of thing can be done with small data sets. A true AI needs a lot of data, and that we will get as we keep growing the company. The problem and the solution is the same. The mechanism of how you solve it evolves with the amount of data you have.
Okay.
So let me try to explain. Let's say I read data from your expense systems, right?
Okay.
Which is who filed who filed an expense for any software applications. Right? Now, people will put in all sorts of random names in their expense reports. Nobody kind of puts in clean names in their expense reports of the application. So Salesforce would be called SFDC, would be called Sales F, or whatever. Initially, when we don't have it, we will build rules-based things to say this expense really belongs to Salesforce. This is the application name. What we're trying to guess is what is the actual name of the application based on all this data we got, right?
Right.
Initially, we will just have rules, right? Saying, okay, if it starts with sales and ends with, some CE, then whatever is in the middle is okay. It's Salesforce or things like that, right? Salesforce 1 is also Salesforce. SFDC is also Salesforce. We have built all of these rules. It could be that you went to Salesforce conference. You would have filed that expense as Salesforce conference. We may count it as Salesforce using that rule. We don't, because we understand this specific thing, but we may count that because the rules are just they are heuristics. They are created based on initial assumption of what the data will come in. As more and more data comes in, now we have seen the data from hundreds of companies, right? Let's say in a couple of years, let's say we have thousands of companies whose data we have seen. Now we know really all variations of Salesforce that humans have used in those companies. Now, when the 1,001th company comes in, there is really a very, very little chance that they use some name for Salesforce that we haven't seen before. Data helps us refine our algorithms, and eventually it becomes a machine learning thing where you look at a lot of data and say, this is what this data was classified as. So the next data will automatically be classified that way. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, absolutely. So you're looking at algos going to ML. Yeah.
Exactly. Algos going to ML. So currently we are at mostly in algos land, right? Because the size of data is such that algos actually work better because we can refine them far more quickly than ML will respond. And we don't have enough data to do ML as of now anyway. And we don't need it, as I mentioned.